Welcome everyone to Heroes and Villains HQ, Nostalgia or Nonsense. Let's check out the sneak preview R4-G9 droid from Revenge of the Sith. Before we do, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons down below. But enough said, into the video. Okay, starting first with the box for R4-G9. This is one of the 4 sneak preview figures, and for those who don't know who R4-G9 is, he is Obi-Wan Kenobi's droid when he flies to Utapau. So this is the replacement for R4-P17. But on the back here, we can see the other sneak preview figures, all of which I have reviews for on my channel, so definitely check those out. Anakin Starfighter, and then a look at the figure with this really, really cool accessory that I'm excited to show you. So let's go ahead and open up R4-G9. All right, now for the figure, you can see here the one and only accessory that is included is this really awesome hologram piece that attaches right on to the droid like that. And this displays Utapau, which is the planet Obi-Wan Kenobi confronts and kills General Grievous. And this is just supposed to be a projection from the droid, down on the ground for Obi-Wan to take a look at. So this is a really, really cool accessory, one I think is far underrated. As for the droid, this is the standard R2 body from 2005, and I definitely think this is one of the best looking R2 units from the line. Obviously you have the main white base, but the color scheme is a kind of copper and gold paint job, and I think it looks super cool. Bringing him in a little closer, you can see all that weathering in all of the different indents on the figure. They did a really nice job of making sure he looks like he's been in battle, that R2 carbon scoring, right? As for the headpiece here, this is translucent orange, so that adds a kind of pop of color to the figure. As for the articulation, the legs on either side move forward and back. They go 360 degrees. The middle leg here moves when you rotate the head. So if you rotate it far enough, you'll have that click, and that'll be fully inserted into the body. So now you can just stand him up regularly, put him inside of ships like the R170 or Jedi Starfighter. But to lower the leg, you just go in the opposite direction, and that'll bring the leg out until you hear the click, and there you go. And then of course on the bottom here, you have the wheels. So this moves very nicely on the table. Now, the one downside to this accessory, it is really cool, but it's obviously very front heavy on this piece. Down here, you don't have a lot of weight. So when you're placing it on the droid here, getting it in the head there, it pulls the droid down forward. The droid doesn't really have enough weight in the legs to hold the weight of this accessory, so it's gonna pull it down. You just kind of got to get an angle where it looks somewhat normal, sort of like how I have it here. So that is a major downside to what is a really cool accessory, so that is unfortunate. But either way, on display, it's going to look pretty cool. So what are my final thoughts for R4-G9? Another really cool droid. This is Obi-Wan's droid that replaces his original R4 unit from the beginning of Revenge of the Sith. Paint scheme is really what makes this one cool. The copper and gold and metallic look to it, even with the weathering. They did a very nice job in pulling those colors together to make this figure stand out from the rest of the R2 units. And when you compare it to other R2 units in the line, definitely one of the better ones. So very pleased with this. So is it nostalgia or nonsense? I'm going to give it a nostalgia because the R2 mold is so simple. There isn't much to it, but this is definitely a standout droid. Out of all of the ones you could possibly get on the market, this is one of the cooler ones. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons down below to stay tuned for content on my channel. But of course, thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.